Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with horse racing tips for Thursday, the 16th of May, and thank goodness for that. Oh, and what happened? I took 16 to 1 and a 40 to 1 chance. Anyway, it was a profitable day. It was, what was it? £8 something, £9 on £159 return. Boom! Right. So I was ready for shelving the channel. I really was. It felt like everything was just coming last, and not even. And bearing in mind, I haven't I haven't even changed how I choose selections. It's just we had the rub of the green. Every single one of those selections today at York could have won. The first two, was it second and third? And we had the 6-1. It was a 6-1 winner that never looked like winning for me up until it got up on the line. So that started the ball rolling. Then we had the 16 to 1, and I think, to be fair, I might have been right about the 40 to 1. It lost ground at Redcar on the bad ground, moved to the better ground, but was a long way behind, made ground, and I think it appreciated the fast ground. Sorry, no, it didn't. It appreciated the fast pace at York. Had something to chase, and it's the Easterby's at York, and it ran a cracker, just getting up there in time. Congratulations to, I think it's Ian Miller for 50s. I got 16, so he got 3 times the prize I did. Anyway, I'll put a link in the description if you can help the channel out. It's a buy me a coffee link. I don't make any pennies whatsoever from the ads that you see on the channel because I don't have enough watch time. Why? Because I don't do enough videos. So if you could do something for the buy me a coffee, that's great. Don't if you've lost a fortune following this channel. If you've had a good day today, that's the only way I want you to do it. If you've had a bad run, pay your bills first. Charlie comes last. Trust me. Anyway, crikey, 2 minutes in. So there's 2 decent races, 1 interesting horse, and 1 horse I've put in for the Lucky 15, and it's got a chance. So let me get into it. So the first selection is the one where I think it's got a chance, and it's been put in to make it into a Lucky 15. It could well be the only one that actually runs a decent race, but the horse is Kimbara at first draft at 10 to 1 in the 150 at Perth. There are a lot of these horses that have not really ran over hurdles, and there's some fancied horses that I think could be overturned. I've looked for an outsider. This is it Sandy Crawford? And this horse ran well in Ireland last time. Probably got the best form in the race. Will it run its race? I hope so. I hope they ride it to run a race. Obviously, it's travelled a decent whack, so that you don't really want it just to have an outing. It could well just have an outing, but I hope it doesn't. It will be the first leg, and it makes it a nice start if it runs a good race and ideally wins. The second selection is the one I really fancy, but it is not the nap. It is the next best. It is Alligator Alley at 7 to 1 in the 215 at York, paying 7 places instead of 3. Bearing in mind, the first selection is Brian Hughes. The second selection is Jason Watson. Very interesting the fact that David O'Meara has only got 1 in this race. I did look at the Carl Burke pair to start off with. Looking for Linda, I backed this not last time, when it won at York in a big sprint. I tipped it and it made all and won relatively comfortable, but it kicked on from a long way out. I think Looking for Linda is there to make the run-in and hopefully, for the connections, win the race. But I think if it doesn't win the race, they might be looking for Corker to mop up the placings. However, Alligator Alley loves a cracking fast pace, and I think it could fall into the hands of 1 or 2 other horses. And to be fair, I do fancy a few in this race, but I've narrowed it down to Alligator Alley. I looked at the Simon Crisford horse, but I don't like the angle of a gelding operation. Corker's got a sniff, and there's 2 down the bottom. There's one by Scott I'm not on that page now, but one by Scott Dixon. In fact, I'm going to have to visit it. There's a horse trained by Scott Dixon. I think it's got Holly Doyle on board. Right. Let's just have a One Night Stand. It's got a sniff, but also where is it? There's two horses I think I've got a sneak. Whoa, that's good then. So one night stand, I think it's got a bit of a chance, but I'm not backing it. Yeah, so the horses are Spartan Arrow could be a danger, but I don't like the gelding operation. Corker will love the fast pace. However, it's one that needs to be produced on the line. Alligator Alley is the one for me. I can't look beyond that. You've got, I nearly said that online. You've got that trainer, Ben Haslam, who also has run well at York and always seems to throw up something. I'm trying to think, I can't think what the horse is. Well, I'll just stick with one night stand. What I do find interesting is the fact that Joe Fanning's on this outside a lot, but I'm still not. I'm happy with the horse, and the horse is Alligator Alley. Now, on to the nap. The nap of the day is one that I've backed recently, and I really, really like the look of it. It's David O'Meara again, and it's Jason Watson again, and it's Bo Pedro at 16 to 1 in the 245 at York, paying 7 places instead of 4. This horse was in the process of running an absolute cracker. I think it was at Ascot or Newmarket. It was a time when I said that Jorginho Rutter owned the horse. Well, he still does. And I think it's going to be lined up. This horse always runs well when there's a lot of prize money at stake. Well, there is a lot of prize money at stake. And I think Yorkshire, Leeds, will it be there? I don't know if Leeds play Southampton again soon. I don't know. Is it Friday night? Is it Saturday? I don't know. But he's off now, so he may well be there. For me, it's got a cracking chance on form. It will like the big field, and it should be mid pack and come with a run. I do believe it's been favouring front runners slightly, or should I say nothing's really been coming from the back, but that could change with the ground really not getting any slower. And the final selection is one that I like because I think it either won the race. Yeah, it won the race last year. It's Just Dotty at 7 to 1 in the 250 at Perth, paying 4 places instead of 3. I always remember that Mike E. Smith, when his son Ben Smith rode for him, at the time he was claiming 10. And Mike E. Smith said he didn't really want to keep putting his lad on his horses on a regular basis because he was struggling to do the weight. So what he was intending on doing, he was only putting his lad on the horse when he thought he could win. So his lad's on the horse today. He's got 2 in the race. He's got one that's also ridden by Gavin Sheehan. Well, I personally think that this is the main one, although it's a bigger price than the other horse. I think this horse has got a cracking chance. It won the race last year. Its reappearance race this year wasn't quite as good as its last run before winning this race last year, which is fine. I think this horse has got every chance, and yeah, that's it. So basically, it's a 20 pence each way, lucky 15, £6. It's then a £1 each way accumulator. And then I've gone for 25 pence each way singles. So those are the bets for Thursday. It's funny because I really like the look of all of them for very different reasons. So, yeah, so if you could support the channel with the Buy Me Coffee link if you want to, or click like or subscribe or share the information, go for it. I really appreciate the comments and I really appreciate people watching the video. And I'm sure there's a lot of people coming back that watched the video yesterday. Please keep the stakes small because I will probably not back another winner for another 6 months. Anyway, the very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.